Another beautiful day in Calgary. Spring is right around the corner as we continue our coverage of the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. It is our second of 3 games today, and we have a doozy. Powerhouse curling names in our feature. Jones, Laing, Einarson, Gushu coming up next on TSN. It is day 2. We had some action earlier today. 3 games on the ice. Weagle, Epping, another victory, 10-3. Shannon Burchard made some incredible shots in our feature. They win 8-2. She's paired up with Caitlin Schneider. And it was Haas and Tardy, the young team out of British Columbia, winning 7-6 over the team from Newfoundland and Labrador. Welcome back inside the curling bubble. Brian Mudger, Kathy Gauthier still with you. Day 2 of the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. And if you don't know the names in our feature and the names on the ice today, you haven't been watching curling for the last decade. Unbelievable names, but trying to win now in a different format.
Well, and that is the key. What we know for this afternoon is we're going to see some brilliant shot making. You will go far before you find 4 better throwers. But this is mixed doubles. It's a different format, and how they approach it will make the difference.
So let's begin with Jennifer Jones and Brent Laing, and both of them were in the bubble at the Scotties and the Brier. Not the results they wanted, but they've been at this discipline for a while together, haven't they?
This is their 4th mixed doubles championship, and I think that tells us 2 things. One, it tells us that they do love the idea of perfecting this second level, this other level, if you will, of the sport. That may make the difference, and this guy is the only one that knows how to sweep on the ice, no disrespect, but he's not going to be the exhaustion factor that we hear from so many others.
So meantime, how about this powerhouse team coming together? Carrie Einarson and Brad Gushu. Brad, 3 Brier titles. Carrie Einarson, back-to-back Scotties titles. But Carrie admitting, hey, she's a rookie in this format.
Well, she certainly is. One thing we know about Brad Gushu is he is all about perfection. So rock placement will be key. And don't forget, he lost the Olympic trials final years ago in mixed doubles. He's familiar with it. My concern this afternoon is 2 skips, 2 distinctive styles of play need to come together for success.
Should be a lot of fun. We have 35 teams in the hunt. Top 4 will make the Page playoff, and we will crown a champion next Thursday.
Oh, what a wonderful shot, Carrie Einarson. Whoa, whoa! And Gushu is good again.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex and Cashmere, proud sponsors of Canadian curling for 40 years, by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Trying to run this back into the pile.
It is time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And it is Jennifer Jones. She will throw rocks 1 and 5. Brent Laing, rocks 2, 3, and 4 as they team up to try and win a national championship. Taking on Carrie Einarson, also throwing rocks 1 and 5, and Brad Gushu 2, 3, and 4, as we're all set for our marquee matchup. Some very familiar names, a lot of experience on the ice. And as you see, mixed doubles, the format. It is the Yellowstone back 4. That is the team with Hammer, and that team is Einarson and Gushu. Jones and Laing will throw the Red Stones this morning. So Jennifer Jones will kick things off throwing the Red Stones. And Kathy, It is incredible. They have so much experience. The resumes are unbelievable. This woman alone, 6 Scotties titles, that Olympic gold medal. But for her and Brent, this is a real opportunity now to crack things open, as you said, in a much different discipline.
It really is. They've both been to the Olympics. They've represented their province. They've represented the country. And I know that they would both love to do it again in the team discipline, but this different version of the sport allows players to come together, in this case as a husband and wife, to travel together and to achieve something together that's very special.
Over there for now.
The one thing Brent telling me last night too, that selfishly it's awesome for them to just be alone as a couple, because when they're competing they still have the kids back home. Somebody's got to be a mom or a dad. So for them to get away in this bubble and compete together, talk curling, and he said it's actually nice kind of downtime even though we're competing for a national title.
I had very similar.
And how impressive has this young lady been the last couple of years? Back-to-back Scotties titles, and a dream come true for Carrie Einarson to win her first, now her second, and she will represent Canada at the Women's Worlds that are coming up in the bubble as well. So that is outstanding news for Carrie and her team.
That is a little slower, I think.
It is, yeah. For sure. I should have been there all day.
I had the same split, for what it's worth.
So we will listen this afternoon. We know that the communication between Brent and Jennifer will be really good, not only from their experience, but just the reality of their marriage. But in the case of Carrie and Brad playing together for the first time, Carrie's first experience, it will be interesting to listen to how they communicate and what they communicate.
It's good.
Yep. Good job, Brad. Sorry, I lost it a bit on you. But
That's pretty good. That lines up.
And every player, obviously, Kathy, intimate knowledge of the stones that were used at the Scotties and Briar.
I can get close to the nose of that yellow, be good.
They've not been touched since the Briar in terms of papering the bottom, and Greg Owasco saying not expecting to.
Yep.
And Brad teamed up with Val Sweeting and lost the trials final to John Morris and Caitlin Laws a few years back. Just can't save that one for Brad.
Just grazing the back of that stone.
Is that max ice or no?
I think that's close.
Okay.
Line's good. Clean it.
We're there. It's quite heavy, real tight. Trying. It's trying, but we're still tight.
Just needs to sit.
Can we get low?
Yeah, get it in there. Yeah, go low. Yep.
And the benefit for that guy, he's what, judged 1 million of those stones in his career?
And great brushing. So for Carrie and for Brad Gushu, we talked a little bit already about their different styles. So give way to the thrower. They're both skips, and they need to feel confident in the hack throwing. So let that person throw. And the Gushu precision, he is about angles to a finite amount, and that will be key in this mixed doubles game where there are so many rocks in play.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to make up for the last one.
Whoa. Oh, that's bad.
Ooh, that did not work out. Well, that may be one of the keys for Jennifer Jones and Brett Laing as well. A little bit of newness. And for Jennifer, the last rock advantage. She is throwing first and last, was 93% in her first outing. And with the degree of difficulty in mixed doubles, that is significant. And the sweeping edge, we've talked about it already. Brett Laing will be a factor in this game and on many games that he plays, just because that is something that he brings to the table.
Keys to the game brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
Line's good.
Whoa, I set that pretty good.
I think line's good, Brent.
Okay.
Still room. Looks heavy.
We got to go by it, I think.
Yeah, go then. Yep. Yep. Hard. By the first one. Hard. Go.
This is an audible trying to change things up. A good last call.
Okay.
Just set it and it ran way better.
Well, you heard Brent say when he let go, I set it. So by setting it, it means that when you come out, instead of letting it go at the target, watch his hand as he releases and puts the rotation on the stone, putting it away with his fingertips out. So from the broom, if you were aiming at the broom, it would go to the outside of it. So it runs straight before it catches the movement. And that's why it is where it is.
It's there. It's there.
So Gushu Einarson with hammer, but in some difficulty right now as Brad delivers the in-turn.
Out of line here, Carrie.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to come down to that little pocket. There's the tap. And Laing Jones still lying 1-2.
I don't think I want to tap it. Tap it, it's going to be quite possible maybe to hit. I guess if it stays, though.
Right now she's got the sliver, the chisel.
Yeah, and with no real danger because it never goes through here.
Yeah.
I think
Try
you
to
just
freeze.
guard it.
Or just guard?
Well,
Guard
if
the
you
outside?
freeze, you're not getting second.
No, I'd have to tap.
If you nose tapped it,
It's pretty
this
good.
is here. She's still, it's never going to be more than one. You just
don't-
have to hit it high. Just has to hit it high.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so just guard
And
it.
because this yellow is going to be locked in with this red here, I
Okay.
think just
Yep.
Electing to guard, and
danger
one
if she
thing
runs
that
our
Jennifer
guard in.
absolutely knows about her opponent, coming from the same province, is the hitting ability and preference by Carrie Einarson.
Yep.
2.0.
Throwing the guard.
And if she gets trying to really guard the outside, you might have a hole just to go bump. Like the same weight that I just threw. Like I missed both of those guards by a mile. So if you throw back 8, we just got to get that back one off the button. So.
You know, we brought it up a few times, and worth mentioning again, Kathy, if you're just joining our coverage for the first time, you might think, well, Carrie Einarson maybe wants to rest up and prepare mentally for the Women's Worlds, but with COVID and the situation across Canada still right now, try find open ice or a place you can compete on. You might have the best ice in the world right now, right here in the bubble, so what a great place to keep sharp.
It is the best ice in the world right now. If Carrie went home, she might find some ice in a curling club that they would allow her to train, but it's not arena ice, and this is the building
I'm not sure we can get it
that
in
the
there,
players
Carrie, to be
will be
quite
playing it.
Okay. I think I can draw here for. It hooks in here nice.
honest. Yeah,
Should be able
if we
to.
squeak that, yep. I agree.
Okay, so same as draw button.
Yep.
So tough first shot for Carrie Einarson in this first end. But they have been playing the draws to the button.
And this lady could have a SportsCenter top 10 of her own top 10 shots the last few years
Maybe a
of
little wider
such
than the
draws
other one,
and little taps, run backs.
Give me just a little bit more.
Felt close.
Lots of weight right now.
And that
Mine's
was her
really good.
opener, that win.
Closer line.
Lots of weight. Back 8.
Nice
Mine's
numbers.
really
Final
good.
stone here at
Back
1,
eight.
drawing against a
Curling. Yeah,
couple of reds belonging
Lots of
to
weight.
Jones and Laing.
Whoa. Yeah.
We're there.
Yeah,
Lots of
boys.
weight.
Tap the back one. Whoa.
Trying to curl up. Can she tap? Move it enough? And maybe.
I think she may have.
Yep.
this one's no good.
Yep.
So it's a steal of 1 for sure, but did she move that stone enough?
And the objective always was just to tap a stone back so they didn't give up 2.
Want to have a look at this, Jen?
Sorry.
Good shot either way.
I think it's, I would measure.
Yeah?
I think it, yeah.
Sure, measure. It looks like yellow by quite a bit, but
Underneath it does, yeah, but I haven't looked over the top, so.
Underneath, so if you're looking at the outside of the stone is one of the ways, but because the rings are not always perfect,
Good
we'll
shot.
wait for an official.
Slid way
It's
better than
way-
your
like
first, that
way
one
better,
rock,
yeah.
yeah. So we'll have to ditch that.
hey? Well, it's close enough to
I
measure.
went with my gut instinct with that one.
Yeah.
No, we got one already.
Throw the 5 first, though.
I still don't understand why that matters, but.
The weight of the 1, or the 2, sorry.
Oh, I need a mask.
But why does that
So for sure a stolen point for Jennifer Jones and Brent Laing. They got 1 red for sure.
Jen. I think it's pretty sure it's only 1.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
And so Carrie Einarson did tap it just enough. It is just a single steal. As we're underway with our feature, Jones, Laing, Einarson, Gushu. Glad you're with us in the curling bubble. It is our 3rd event, Season of Champions, the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship here inside Winsport Arena. And a lovely touch shot as Carrie Einarson getting Brad Gushu and her team out of a little bit of trouble. It could have been a steal of 2. Instead, that tap was just enough, a steal of 1. So once again, it is Einarson Gushu with hammer here in 2, throwing the yellow stones.
And what was really interesting about that, the new matchup of Gushu and Einarson, is Carrie was calling Brad hard to sweep.
like
Brad wasn't sure because of weight, but obviously he heard the desperation in Carrie's voice
Yeah.
and went on that stone enough to tap
Kind
it
of weight are you
back.
thinking?
Back 8.
Back 8?
Yeah.
Thinking like edge of.
I think
Edge of
just,
the 8?
yeah, I was thinking a little outside of that.
Okay.
I think that'd be close.
Okay.
I think the same weight you just threw should be close.
Okay.
You got a little bit more. You're probably back line.
No, never, never, never. Don't even look at it.
We're through the rings, Carrie.
Close. No, 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 no. No, it's trying really hard, but. Come on, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're shot.
Yeah.
Shoot. Sorry, Brad.
It's okay. Just get outside the line, or it was a little hard, but
It was a little hard. No, I threw it right
too
up.
much ice.
Yeah.
And talking to Brent last night about the format and playing with Jennifer in particular, he has so much confidence not only in her as a teammate, but she's Jennifer Jones, right? 6 Scotties titles, and he feels he's got a massive advantage. Someone like Jennifer, he would take her all day long to save your life to draw the button, and he's just thrilled to have her in this position on his team and feels that's a real benefit. And you can say the same about a Carrie Einarson. I mean, she's got ice in her veins too. Sometimes having that female that has skipped at a high level, he says, a massive advantage in the game.
Well, sure it is. It's not only about ice reading, it's about that piece in the hack, throwing the last rock. As often we see that it is the women that throw first and last. So even if you have 2 skips, the skip, if you will, the person that's throwing the last stone and really dictating the play is often the woman.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
He said, too, that's really the format. He pointed at one example. He said he thought at a Worlds a few years back that a Russian team, if they got up a lot, then they'd put the man at the different level to try play defense. But, I mean, it is what it is. It depends on what you believe in.
Sure it does.
And what the game looks like.
Hard.
Works. Freeze this.
Curls a little more. It's really
yeah,
good.
sure.
So every sheet of ice in action, all 4 this afternoon. And it is a 1-0 advantage for Lauren Wasilki and Shane Connings as they're taking on the Scoffins. Martin Griffith leading Negavid Carruthers. And it is Grandy Jansen over the defending champs, Peterman Gallant. So low scoring, all singles thus far across these sheets of ice.
Just there for the
Okay, clean. No, we're high. Nope.
Oh, this rock.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Good.
That run the same as the other one? That's
Well,
the new
that
one.
is not ideal rock placement for anyone. All of those stones behind the tee.
It's getting fast again.
That was probably just through.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does that tell you,
14-5.
Kathy? Is that the theme that we've kind of picked up on, that it seems the conditions, in theory, it is for Greg Owasco and his team. It is new ice. They had to take it out. The new sponsorship logo's in. It just seems faster across the board, doesn't it?
It has been, and we've heard that over and over, and that actually hinders those teams that came from the Scotties and Briar, where they were so dialed in on draw weight. They seem to carry better.
Line only.
They slide more. It is quicker for sure.
Whoa, whoa, clean. Yep.
That would be pretty good.
Same ice, I think, hey?
Yep. Just got to give you a little less weight.
Yeah.
Well, you talked about, for Brenton, Jennifer coming away gives them a bit of a break away. Jennifer wanted to send a shout out to her daughters, or their daughters, Isabella and Skyla, and their class teachers, Miss Ahern and Mr. Bennett, who stopped school to allow watching curling when the parents play. I wish I had been in a school that we stopped for any sort of sport, but it's a great opportunity to expose the game to young students, and I think that's terrific.
They had TVs back?
Oh, come on.
No, too soon?
This bubble's getting small.
Poor Kathy
more
trying to
room
run
here.
away, trying to run out of the bubble. We keep bringing you back in for more. Oh,
Slow
man.
down a bit, but we're close. No, it needs to stop. Definitely needs to stop. This is heavy all day.
Okay.
And you saw Carrie running from the other side to get in there.
We come to ours, are we second?
Yeah. Come
Just
to
more
ours for
set?
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slid better. I threw less weight.
Yeah.
Well, and this
How last
is
one was
the
back
challenge. You see Carrie running up and down. She was at the other end,
Yeah.
and then realizing the rock's sliding, so coming down to make sure that she has the opportunity to bring it behind the tee line. So that's probably more activity than she's had in a while, is a skip, running up and down a couple of times and in.
Can we freeze to the red?
No, close for line. Yep.
But
yep.
as a mom chasing after your kids, right? Yeah.
Whoa.
Has been doing a lot of that, and they're all very fit, but it's just different, and you're having to be ready to do those sorts of things in mixed
Line's
doubles.
good.
Can't.
Oh, it's real heavy, eh?
Tapped it a little too far. And who
Okay.
is shot stone? I think it is still Einarson Gushu.
I do
Bad
think so.
shot.
This is probably our best result,
I
actually.
know, but it hits this first.
Go here. We just don't want to leave them something where they can.
Greg Smith, eat your heart out. That's there.
Okay. Trying to like the outturn. How about here?
Yeah, I think this will curl a little bit.
Quarter rock.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
I think he's in the 1v1 Hall of Fame, so this one's really not going to knock him out. What's that?
I'm in the 1v1 too. I'm just standing watching your shot.
That's awesome.
I don't know if it kicks all the way up.
They're referring to sports that are obviously in the Ram 1v1.
Then it moves out as well. So coming around the horn, we actually showed that shot this morning when we did
Quarter to a third, Jen, I think.
and
is
moved
the
our
number.
game over to the Greg Smith shot from the Briar.
Yeah.
They were spread out further, but this is
Four-inch,
pretty
eh?
close, and Jennifer can throw really big
Close?
weight.
Yeah, wherever you see it. I think that's max, if anything, Jen.
Okay.
Yep. Whoa.
Jennifer Jones.
Yeah. Hard. Too thick. Whoa.
Trying to roll it over into the pocket. It will go, and she'll crash
good.
her red, but I believe she is shot stone.
She is, and you heard her yell too thick
I don't think he
early.
can get in there, though. I think our best
Good
bet
throw,
is
Jen. I
try and get as
sabotaged
close
there
to
a
the
bit.
nose.
It did.
I'm not sure it'll work, though.
Pretty good, though.
Well, yeah, I just thought,
I thought if anything too thick was
Exactly.
better.
That's
didn't
kinda
wanna
why I
hit it.
said
I thought I
that.
threw it good.
looked like it.
Did you get one?
I don't think it goes anywhere. I think your best bet to score is just tick this. Like with draw and just move that to there. We get an inch there. This gives us closer to the pin. Yeah, we'd be about an inch off there.
You don't think I can make?
I don't think there's enough room for a rock to get in there, is there?
Might be.
And then it touches this. You can certainly try it. I don't see much.
Nothing there.
No.
Yeah,
It is very similar to a graze that we saw Carrie make in the Scotties.
Yeah, like you almost want to play just to miss this.
to
And
miss that,
Yeah,
and-
and then this is just touching this and sitting right there.
I just don't know. Can you get one here, though?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if
I think you can make a great shot and not get one. you'd be about an inch off the button. I think they'd
You
almost
don't think
be.
if I got to here and tapped it a bit,
No.
likely not.
Let's
I
try
think we
out
try
that.
this.
Let's throw it real hard and.
Okay. I'm thinking right there.
Yeah. Trying to 2/3.
Well, another version of round the horn, trying to get 2/3, have it come this way, and move that stone out. And again, as with Jennifer, Carrie Einarson, a great hitter.
I don't know. It's one of those where they don't think it's there and we do.
Is that where you had it?
Right?
I
When it's
think
against
so.
you, you think it's there. If you're throwing it, you really don't think
fairly
so.
straight, hey?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to throw it real hard.
Like,
So.
she can't make it off the back red.
All right.
Well, we shot her teammate Shannon Burchard made some nice shots, some upweight shots this morning.
Did she ever?
We'll see if Carrie Einarson can answer the call.
Whoa.
Big weight out turn. Final stone in 2.
Okay, good try.
Nosing.
One red.
And bang, bang, but not the angle she was looking for. And a steal. 2-0. Jones, Laing,
I
lead.
didn't think so, but then when it's
When
against
it's
you.
against,
Oh, how good is this? The first golf major of the year gets underway Thursday,
best.
April 8th, with the 85th edition of the Masters. Watch as the world's top golfers tee off at Augusta in pursuit of the coveted green jacket. Every round on TSN and CTV, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
You know you're not on the fairway, right? They can't hear you.
Dustin Johnson, your defending champ. You know, it's so bizarre though. Like, we just had the Masters,
I know,
obviously, right
we did.
late in the fall because of COVID, and it is back. It's so cool to see sports continuing to come back and give everyone at home something to watch. And we hope we're providing you with some entertainment at the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship as we continue our coverage in the bubble. As Carrie Einarson trying that tough around the world shot to try and score, yet is another steal. So it is again Einarson Gushu with hammer. Yellow stones here in 3.
that might curl.
What?
That might curl.
Yeah.
That didn't run like my draw, Jen.
No.
That came down.
Well, we've seen some wonderful shot making or
Anyway, right
calls
now.
in this game already, and you would expect nothing
Back
less with the 4 players that are on the ice.
Right now, really moving.
Back 8.
Okay, whoa.
Coming
For
out.
Gushu and Carrie looking to find a way to score.
It's got a curl.
Okay.
Make it good. Line's getting good. Whoa, whoa.
Nice shot.
And scores from across the sheets of ice in every game in a 1-1 draw as Nancy Martin, Tyrell Griffith. Nancy's trying to get back to another championship final. She lost finals in 2013 and 2019. She's on the ice as well. Bailey and Wade Scoffin taking on Lauren Wasilki and Shane Connings. And Clancy Grandy, Patrick Jansen taking on Peterman and Glantz. And Peterman and Glant, the only 2-time winners, 2016 and 2019 at the mixed doubles Canadian Nationals.
Good. Atta girl. Or that.
Oh, thanks.
Just so used to saying "atta girl" from her team.
Shot. I think we could chase this one.
Yeah, we're red.
We can try and bump it, I guess.
I think we can get to it, yeah. Play it tight to the guard with back 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you throw yours?
I was edge of 12.
Okay. Yep. Hard.
Trying to get very tight to that guard.
Hard. 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 Whoa, whoa.
Wait's good.
Whoa! Yep! Yep! Whoa! 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 On the red.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think, is that?
It's good.
That was a great line call, too, from
free it up and stay right on his yellow.
Brad Gushu. You know, usually you're at the other end and viewing it, but laser sharp on that one.
Too bad it didn't go one more rock.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
The one more rock is tapping that red stone just back that little bit further, is what he means.
Would have made the double.
Could have given them access to it for sure, Brian.
Or set up a double.
Okay, a bit more room here.
Okay.
Line's
Wait.
decent though.
Looks like it's real good.
Yep. Yep. Hard. You gotta go, Brent. Okay, you're by.
Bump that yellow, bump that yellow.
Good.
That's better. Now you can't quite do that.
It's really good.
Same thing?
Nice shot.
It comes off
Sorry,
into
little
ours.
chicken.
Well, I'm just thinking like with back line.
Yeah. Do you ever do that? It's pretty thin.
Looks really thin.
Very thin. It's like here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if we did this and stayed there,
Yeah.
I know that might go to there,
We
but
gotta punch this to about here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Worst case, if I
It comes off, though,
overcurl.
and then she's got that to sit.
What's that?
Unless we get it to like here, so then she doesn't have
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
or he doesn't have
We just got to be careful where the shooter goes, but
Right.
yeah. Yeah, like if I hit half a rock, I got to move that other red at least a rock or two.
Yeah.
So
What
I
kind of
probably need
weight
a
are
little
you
bit more
thinking?
weight.
They talked initially about playing this hit in this direction. That could go there and could cause problems, but also could move them. So instead, they're trying to get as much to that stone.
2 or 3 feet
One
more
more
than what I
second.
just threw.
Sure.
As much to this stone as they can. Okay, I am going to put away my Etch-a-Sketch for a couple of minutes here. Trying to get as much to the yellow stone in the 8-foot as they can to tap the red, to unlock those two that are sitting there on the left side as you look at them, so that there's a chance that they can make a double later. Right now, those red stones are grouped, and that's not helping the Gushue Einarson team at all.
It's good.
Whoa! Whoa! Right off.
Oh.
Whoa, needs a curl. It's not bad.
I think, what?
No, I'm just looking. Guard?
What are you guarding?
Nothing. They got this to maybe clip this guy.
Well, they hit that, I think it hits this.
Yeah.
Lots moving, but, and if we're ever short here, it's no good. It just catches.
What about this?
I could lie to you. This definitely kills this.
What if we just draw here?
You're not worried about him coming in off that one? Or just nose bumping that?
Yeah.
He nose bumps that, it's not very good.
Okay,
Or she does,
let's
I
go
guess,
here.
whoever's shooting.
Even here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I think the
Try and make
tendency
it right to the nose. Let's get
for
him.
players that play a lot of team shots is to get rid of the opposing stones.
Couple feet, I think.
Okay, well, I'm usually heavy anyway.
And in this particular case, you can definitely make a play at a couple of yellow.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking if we nose tap this one that we're tapping, it's going to stay like back 4.
Okay.
And then it just always catches.
Yeah.
So not hitting, throwing it into the 4-foot.
Line's good.
Okay, it should be close.
Bit of room. Running.
Weight's really good.
Okay, line's good. You
We're
can
light.
get it here.
We're light.
Finish. No, line's good.
We're light. Top
You can
8.
get it here. You can get it here. Go,
Top
go,
8.
go. Go! Hard, Brent.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Curl.
Good spot. Good.
Yeah, just a little bit, and then this one comes back and sits right
Sit
there.
Yeah.
And then this one never, well, it can go, but then this one will never go.
Right. Okay. I like it.
So kind of.
Same way as what you just threw?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So just
Make it.
tapping stones, not throwing any sort of blast. Coming down and just tapping that stone a little bit so that it goes back here. It will leave their stone in a better position. And all of a sudden, the stones that are T-line or above will be yellow, things that they can manipulate, and all the red stones belonging to Jones and Laing will be deep.
Einarson Gushu with shot stone.
I think he'll be heavier on this side.
3 stones to come here in 3. And it is Einarson Gushu with hammer.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Weight's
Yep.
good.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Hard.
By the guard, there's the tap.
Ready.
And right where they wanted it.
Overcurled a little bit.
You can make this, right?
Oh, sorry. I should have finished it at the end.
Need to hit that much on the other side. Just overcurled on me. I miscalled it.
What's the shot for 2?
These are the in-off.
Never gets them 2. This one never goes
What
anywhere.
if they blast that 6? Does that not come
No,
back?
that just nuts.
Okay.
That can't have any speed left in it either.
I think, yeah, this is probably
That's
for 2.
coming into that.
So throw this hard? Even if I nose it, it's not awful.
Nose is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we don't need to play this. Nose is really bad. Like if you roll an inch, then it's this for 3. Might come off this for 4. What's their shot for 2?
You don't think they can hammer that? You don't think that
No.
okay.
Where do you think this goes like this?
Yeah.
Oh God, that's on an inch of that?
Yeah, that's true.
That's pulling this one like
Yeah,
it's barely even
that's
hitting
true.
it.
That's true. Okay, you want to guard this?
What are you guarding? I don't think they have a shot for 2.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
They don't have room to make this.
And what if I make this?
Maybe really soft.
If I make this, is that worse for us?
No, it's really good. She's playing off of something to get 1 at best. They might be able to make this if they wire this with like hack.
Yeah.
I think they
They might be
can.
able to make that. Okay, so let's discard it. Let's not take much time now.
Or not even to get to that red stone, but I think that you can get by the yellow close enough that you can roll under for the potential.
It's going to be the same. I would imagine she's going to play some weight and try and roll in there, but
She's got to be careful. If she ever takes it, she's leaving me an in-off for 4.
yes, yeah.
Do we tell them now that she's not throwing weight, Brian?
One in there.
I feel like she is.
Because even if she just taps it on the nose, I don't
Yeah.
think it hurts her.
Yeah. Yeah, just
You know what's
guard
been
inside
so
of it.
awesome in this contest, especially, you basically have 4 skips because Brent,
You do.
has played for so long and loves to talk the strategy. It's been awesome to just listen, and so many rocks in play. It's
Line's good.
it's
Clean it.
like kind of like chess on steroids because it's a quick pace game, but they've eaten up a lot of clock.
Well, and the challenge is that unlike the team game where somebody stands in the house with the broom so you know exactly what they're doing, we heard Carrie and Brad talking about the shot they thought she would play, but it
Okay,
wasn't.
Jen.
And that over curled for them, that guard.
See what happens here, Carrie? Yeah, I think can't see much bad.
Yeah, because I guess this is
The only-
really, really tough.
It's not easy. It's certainly there.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever get to the. I don't think we ever get 3. Like if we squeak, I
No.
think we're always.
Always just getting 2.
We might only get 1 if we play weight because we may
Yeah.
kick that up, right?
So maybe this is our safest bet?
Yeah, I think if you hammer it right onto
Right
the
where I
8,
can see it?
I don't even think you need that much, to be honest.
Yeah. I think right here.
Like you want it, if we can get it a little across the 8.
If I ever hit this, though, does it hurt us?
What's that?
If I ever hit
What do you
this
mean?
one? It should just go right
yeah,
into
it
the side.
never does anything.
'Kay.
I don't see any harm. We just got to make sure we throw it hard enough that this. I think from this angle, if anything, it's spinning into this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It looks to me like half a rock nice and hard. Do you want me to hold or sweep?
Maybe.
This is a zigzag.
Maybe? Okay. What does
So
maybe mean?
hitting the stone, Jennifer just threw, running that back into the pile.
The top red
Sweep or
one, as
hold?
much as you can
Yeah.
can get to. You
can
need
get away
about
with less
half.
than half for sure.
Okay.
They're concerned
Hold
with the
or sweep?
red stone on the tee line is can you roll it under enough to get to?
I think for you, how does that look?
Close. Yeah.
Here we go. Final stone in 3. A lot of rocks in play.
Yep. Whoa. We're hitting it too thin. Okay. Good try.
And after all that, it will just be the one yellow. So they're on the board. Einarson and Gushu, as Jones and Laing lead, and we'll have hammer when we come back. So, Kathy, as we start play here in 4, it seems like there's been a lot of rocks in play. There's been that opportunity for the big shot, that Sports Center highlight reel type shot, but not to be, at least not yet, as it is a 2-1 advantage for Jones and Laing.
And both teams trying, but the degree of difficulty, I'm sure when we look at the player numbers, they're going to be relatively low because the degree of difficulty in any of those shots is really high.
Right to it, right to it.
Okay.
Freeze, Brent?
Sure.
Or do you like tapping it?
Sure. Either one of those is fine.
Out.
Jennifer was looking for that record 7th Scotties title here in the bubble, and we actually called that tiebreaker, that disappointing exit for her and her teammates, and the first time with Lisa Weigel as well on her team, and Lisa's in the mixed doubles as well with John Epping.
Very nice, Jen.
In turn?
Yeah, you want to
Pretty good,
freeze
eh?
or tap it?
What's that?
Do you want to freeze or tap it?
Talk about dynamic curling names. There's a couple of champs right there as well. Val Sweeting on the left, Mark Kennedy on the right. Mark, a 3-time Brier champ, and Val, after losing those back-to-back finals as a skip, breaks through with Carrie Einarson winning back-to-back. And they're off to a great start, the lefty combination from Alberta.
Well, and a
A
really
little slower on this side.
potentially troubling duo for the rest of the field, I think.
Yeah.
For Val, you know, she's done this discipline before, losing the finals in the last trials. And for Mark, we talked about his chameleon-like qualities, just able to assume whatever it is that you need of him. They will be tough.
And it was Val and the guy sweeping there, Brad Gushu, that were teamed up and
Teamwork.
lost to Caitlin Laws and
Right to it.
John Morris, who will go head-to-head later on today in competition. Caitlin playing with her nephew at this competition.
Line's good. Bit of room.
How are we looking, Carrie?
Still room.
Looks light, eh?
Line's good, but needs finish.
Okay, well then mine's not
Line's
good.
good.
Gotta go then.
Line's good, yep. Yep. Nice shot, Brent.
It's getting
Really
faster over there.
Pardon me?
I was surprised Brad got there with
Me
the time
too.
I got.
Me too, at a 14.9.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
sure.
those are the numbers we've heard from this morning. Getting up to 15 hog to hog.
We'd be going in a new path to get there.
Yeah.
Could play the out turn and just bump theirs a little.
Unless we just corner here. Even if you're here, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Please corner that yellow.
I think so.
Corner that yellow.
You just
We can just peel the guard then.
what is that, top 8?
Top 8.
I think tapping.
Now, this would be a tough sport going 3 draws a day back-to-back. You would be
Exhausted.
Looking for the oxygen tank.
Well, I think several players have already done that. It is a lot because between throwing, you're also running up and down, looking at the house because it's so congested all the time.
Right there, line's good, line's good. Go, 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 go. Keep going, get as far as you can. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Stay on it, stay on it. Yep, 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 yep. That's good.
No, right here.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking. Yep.
Same weight I just threw, like draw right beside the red.
Yep.
On a corner on their stone or right beside it, something that they can utilize.
Yeah, for Brent, it was a little bit of a walk down memory lane and some nostalgia watching
full 8.
Glenn Howard, who is his skip. He won a couple of Brier championships, world championships as well. And then Wayne Maddaw competing at the Brier and looking over and seeing those two guys in the run that Wayne and that team went on. Of course, Glenn was injured, so couldn't really participate or didn't feel he was 100% and ready to roll. So it was an awesome run.
Line's good. Line's real good. Yep, for lines. Yep, yep, yep. Yep! Hard!
Let it rub, let it rub.
It is rubbing.
Let it rub, let it rub, let it
Oh,
rub.
it's a chunk. That's good. Good.
Curled, eh?
Yeah.
I think even if you made this double, that's really good.
Okay, how thin is it?
Right there.
Half rock?
Yeah. Half is good.
Okay, am I better thin or thick?
Thick, because then we get this one. The only thing, it might squirt it to here.
Okay. Sorry, what was that, thin or thick?
Thin.
Thin? Okay.
She said thick, and I was thinking, no, I think it's thin.
I think it's thin too. I agree, but I think she's looking to maybe move those stones around the button in the 4.
Well, she did change her mind and say thin after. So trying to make the double, open those stones up a little bit, create a path they can tap their own.
Oh.
And they're yellow, just squishing straight sideways. And yeah, a couple of those frustrated results for Brad Gushu today.
Well, that's thick. Needed to hit it on the outside more.
How much did it miss it by?
Hey?
How much did it miss it by?
Just missed it. Yeah.
Feel that.
We go here.
Yeah, I could throw the same spot. Okay.
Do you like that?
Sure.
A huge opportunity for Jones and Laing
Okay.
in this end
Same.
with
A little bit
last
more.
rock.
I like the same-ish.
They're 4th Canadians together in mixed doubles. They were 5-3 in Fredericton in 2019. And in 2017, lost that semifinal to Holman and Morris. So trying to go deep this year, 2021, in the curling bubble at the Mixed Doubles Curling Championship.
So similar placement
Maybe a
for
brush
Brent.
head more. It won't change the speed, eh?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Already lying 4 with hammer here in the 4th. So a real opportunity, Kathy, as you mentioned.
And there's
Line's
always
good.
going to be draws
All speed. Line's perfect.
for Kerry Einarson to get in, but if he's able to leave his stone not buried, it's
Top
something
four's
that they
ideal.
could run in even if a bury is made.
Hard, Brent. Rub hard, hard, hard.
Trying to bounce it off.
Okay.
And a tiny wiggle.
Wrap one. Yeah, back there is good. Yep.
Leave her that.
Well, if we can ever get it up here,
Yeah.
even a jam there, it's probably only one.
So I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
So playing to bury until lie 1.
I think I can throw what I've been throwing, hey?
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are the shots you need, Kathy. You won 3 Scotties and played a long time. Do you think curlers,
I'd
like,
say
are you born to
halfway
throw
between the
that
rock
final
and the
rock? Are you born to want to
Yeah.
have that opportunity?
I think that the
You could
people
I
that
could probably
become
hold it to get
skips,
by if you were edge.
do that because they love the pressure. They don't view it as pressure. They view it as an opportunity. So for Carrie, she's not thinking, yikes, I've got to draw against 4 or 5 here. It's an opportunity to make a really good shot and to potentially
I like
steal.
the weight. Might be a hair light.
Good. Close your line. Yep. Yep. Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
So needs a big time draw here in 4. In some trouble versus Jones and Laing. And now Carrie herself trying to help out Brad Gushu, and it is just not going to get there.
Easy.
Try the split. Back line, I can't hurt it.
Yeah, back line's lost. I mean, T-line makes it.
Here, back eight.
Yeah.
So they got 4 in their
Just see it,
pocket.
you
I
know
think
what?
they're going to try the split here, Kathy, off that red.
They are. This is an opportunity to take extra points. So try to tap that stone ever so slightly and then roll your shooter. And it's the shooter that needs to roll in closer than the yellow stone.
Okay. I know what to
Basically
do.
the
I
same
just
weight
can't
I
do
just
it.
threw, Brent.
You're right. If it
What?
over curls,
Basically the same weight I just threw.
It's a
That
tap
was
for
back
5.
eight. I tapped.
Yes.
Yep.
Quarter off.
Give up 6 here.
I was going to say that we'd have to check the record
touches
books. I
any of
mean,
the
you
red.
only have 5 to throw.
Yeah,
So
same
to
way
score
you do,
6, keep in mind that's the one place stone, right? So to
Correct.
score 6 would be pretty remarkable.
every single red stone available to this team is in the rings, in play, and here is the final potential stone.
Love the weight.
Shannon Burchard, Catlin Schneider had a 5 earlier today, but this could be 6.
Weight's perfect.
Final stone in 4, already a midful in their pocket. Can they rub that red, and how far will this bounce? And the catcher, it stops in time, but it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A breakthrough end for Jones and Laing.
Maybe, but
And the second 5 of the day and of the competition. It's 7-1.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, made for real-life messes. By OK Tire and BKT Tires. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Wonderful view of downtown Calgary as we head closer to spring and summer. One of the most beautiful cities in Canada, the Rocky Mountains, just west of downtown. Time for the numbers after 4, Kathy.
Well, the score doesn't necessarily indicate the play. The Gushu tap created an opportunity in 3 for multiple. Weren't able to score it, but the Jen tap on her final one in the 5. And some huge difference in numbers. Carrie Einarson 0 right now on her final throws. That's been a big part of this game.
After 4 is brought to you by OK Tire, service, repair, and tires. Well, it's hard to believe that it's 5 years ago last week, the 2016 Brier in Ottawa hometown boy, Craig Saville, had so badly wanted to play a Brier at home, but he was battling cancer and going through chemotherapy. But draw 16, Team Ontario breaking all the rules. They brought in a super sub, and what a moment it was. We were there in Ottawa, Kathy, not a dry eye in the building. And we're sad to hear this week that Craig's cancer has returned. He's doing okay, and we know he's a fighter. He's going to battle again, and his longtime teammate and buddy, Brett Laing, had a message for him today.
Hey, Sav. Just wanted to send you a quick message, let you know we're all thinking of you. As usual, at every curling event, you're the talk of the town. Obviously not for the right reasons, but we know you'll be back out here and you'll beat this. You beat it once, you'll beat it again. Can't wait to come see you, give you a high five. Can't wait to hear you ring that bell real loud this time. Love you, brother.
Love you, Sav.
Yeah, I've said it many times, curling is community, and he has got so much support in this building. And on behalf of everybody at TSN, Sav, we love you too, man, and we're thinking of you. All the best from the curling bubble.
100%.
Canada is your world champion. Team Canada, your Canadian champion.
And that is the matchup coming up 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Danielle Schmiemann, John Morris teaming up to take on Caitlin Laws and Connor Laws. So Caitlin playing with her nephew. And keep in mind, it was Johnny Moe and Caitlin Laws winning gold for Canada in Pyeongchang at the mixed doubles Olympic gold. As we look forward to that feature, we'll bring you back to our feature, though, this afternoon, and it is power play time. So the play moves out to the corner, obviously, and you see that Jennifer Jones, Brent Laing were trying to remove that corner with a tick shot, and all systems go now for Gushue and Einarson. They got 4 ends here to try and make up some ground, down by 6.
And it seems like a lot, and I know that it is a big number, but don't forget, Jennifer had a split for 6, so you can score big in this game.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's all in.
It felt, or it looked like lots, sorry.
You need a rub?
Wouldn't mind one.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep, yep, yep. Hard. Go, 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 go.
Well, that'll work.
That'll work.
That will work,
shot.
and that is the communication that new teams don't often have.
Don't
You heard Carrie
overcurl.
asking if they needed a
What do you
tip.
think for speed?
I think normal.
Oh, do you? I just got a 13 on her.
That worked.
It would have been better.
What? Yeah, okay.
Well, that's called getting the most out of your shot.
Wait only.
That's a rocket.
Never for
Trying.
line, Brent. It just needs to sit.
Sure does. Stay with it, Jen. Sweep it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good, Brent. Good.
And it does come down and settles back 8.
Yeah.
Either that or you.
Yeah, I don't mind moving it.
And some close games on the sheets of ice as Wasilki and Connings in a 2-2 battle with the Scoffins, Bailey and Wade. Peterman line up 5-2 on Brandy Jansen. And Negevin Carruthers, as Reed Carruthers, a former champion with Joanne Courtney a couple years back when they ran the table, actually went undefeated back in 2017, playing with Selena Negevin this time around.
Just try and bump it enough to lie 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I think it'd be perfect.
What did you decide on?
Lie 3.
He wants to try to move it to try to bring these into play.
Clean. Close. Yep. Yep.
Trying to tap that
Wait,
stone
Jen.
just
Gotta
thrown
go.
by Brent Laing.
Wait on wait. Wait on wait. Whoa.
Wait's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Do you want me to roll it?
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Good.
So, Kathy, we mentioned Carrie Einarson. She's playing mixed doubles for the first time. Her and Brad Gushu, there's no doubt they're world-class skips and they're champions. But what do you think someone like Carrie could maybe take away from the mixed doubles experience, sweeping and playing this format, and bring back to her team game?
Well, I don't know that sweeping's going to make much of a difference, but for Carrie, the biggest thing with knowing that the women's
like
worlds
this?
is just around the corner, it's more consistency in playing. It's confidence drawing against a bundle into the forefoot. It's the taps. It's the finite little futsy stuff that you need to be able to make, and getting confidence with angles.
Or do we nose it? Not sure.
Well, a nose it doesn't allow your opponent to roll under and would give you the opportunity to lie 2.
I have just enough to make the top double, but not that we're going to play that.
I think you throw it hard.
Throw it hard and try and tick the one.
Yeah.
Kind
Do
of
you
throw
like-
it right at the nose of that one.
Do you like the out turn or the in?
Oh, I definitely like the out.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Throw Peel kind of right at that.
Yeah, and if it curls, and if not, we know it.
Try and hit an inch of the
Yeah.
back one.
Throw a good one.
So trying to get a little inch of the stone that has the placement marking on it, the one that was put there when the end began with the power play. So trying to make the double, and if it doesn't curl very much, you at least get the nose.
Yeah! Hard! Whoa!
Nice shot, Brent.
And look at the action.
Really
Those
good.
striking bands are unreal as 1-2. Brent Laing, nice double.
A great weight,
shot.
but they do pop when they hit.
I think that's the call, no?
I don't know. He's going to probably draw, but
Well, something she hasn't had to do in a long time.
I was going to say, I think it's pretty cool to see the 6-time
Nice job,
Scotties
Brent.
champ Skip out there.
Really good.
Hammering on the broom, sweeping away. It's awesome.
Waits there.
Gushu going back or trying to go back around that corner one more time.
Coming down.
wait, don't wait, wait, don't wait.
Wait there.
Whoa, 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 it needs a curl.
Top 8.
Whoa, needs a curl. Needs a curl. Line's good, line's good, line's good. Needs a curl if anything though. Yep.
Should finish nice, and that is really nice draw weight from
Nice
Brad
one.
Gushu.
Then I have a double, yeah.
At least a double.
Do you want me to hold or sweep?
Because I don't see me making that. Sweep. Shot, Brad.
Throwing the in or the out?
I got to throw the intern at this, I got to think.
So trying to run their own guard straight back. Make contact with the yellow stones,
Yeah,
get rid of at
put
least
it in
one.
kind of the perfect spot where I can't really see either of them hardly.
Yeah. I think right at, like mine didn't do a ton.
Millimeter high, right?
Yeah.
I don't think this will do anything.
No, I agree.
Should be very straight from where he lets it go.
Okay. No, that's terrible. Yep. 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 Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
That helped him.
You could tell when he released it, he wasn't happy with the release, just a little bit full, and it just does not move with that big weight.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can't. I know we kind of need 3 though.
I know.
Like even if she drew back here, it's a
Yeah, I
pretty
gotta.
thin.
I'd make it, but.
Well, if you're gonna make it, we'll
Love it.
we play the guard for sure. You let me know
I
what you're
think we
feeling.
just, yeah, I don't mind that, Brad.
And that's just a real easy double,
It's
but
super easy, but
2 keeps us in the game,
Just gotta make
or
it.
somewhat in the game.
yeah, I like it.
For them? Yeah.
Is there space?
Again,
There's a little bit of space.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nose to thick half.
Yep.
So what is
Yeah,
the plan,
finals.
Kathy? They discussed it, and they said, yeah, it'd be great to score 3. 2, as Brad says, keeps them in the game. Are they going to try draw around their yellows? Are they going to?
Timeout.
Oh, they're calling a timeout.
Okay.
I think they're still.
Not sure.
For down 2, like there's 3 ends left, and they have a power
Power
play,
play.
so it's not. I don't like our odds,
Yeah.
so I think
Each team gets 2 timeouts.
I think we play the
90
guard
seconds
and
each.
hope
Just
she misses
pray I
the
have
draw, or.
something.
But even if she misses, as you're, throws it back 8, you're still gonna have a difficult double.
Yeah.
I'm gonna defer to you on this one.
I don't know. Her strength is her drawing.
Yep.
So I think if we let her play the double, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and she'll nose it.
Okay. Okay.
I think so.
And it is.
Well, it's a really great discussion is what do you want to leave your opponent? You can throw a corner
downside is
guard
we haven't
because
seen
the
much for
double's
hits down
easy
here
with
either.
space. But if you throw a guard, that means that Jennifer's going to draw somewhere in the house and you're going to have to make a double to score the 2. And again, when he deferred to Carrie, not only because she throws last, but because she knows what Jennifer does best.
Play the chip and get by and bump, it's good. Guess it's a big difference.
Kinda hit.
So playing to lie 3, knowing that Jennifer will probably go to where the double is to try to remove 2 stones. And they're hoping that maybe she hits it on the nose. And they'll still have a
You're
chance.
good.
Got to hold the shooter here first, and they will. So, yeah, broom down pretty quick. The double
agree.
is on
Roll right
for
to here.
Yep.
Jennifer Jones. Worth mentioning as well, Kathy, we had mentioned a couple of times, weren't sure about the location or the date of the World Mixed Doubles Championship, and we now can tell you tentatively the date will be May 16th of this year to the 23rd.
Right.
Not sure where, but at least a tentative date has been announced, so there you see it. And the winner of this will represent Canada, and some pressure on the shoulders because you have to ensure Canada qualifies for the Olympic Games. The top 7 at the upcoming Worlds will qualify for the Olympics in China.
Well, now that they've got dates, you know it's gaining traction, and it's just location to be announced.
So Jennifer Jones, successful double. Shooter is spinning, but the job is accomplished, so it will be
Play that out turn pass.
the draw for 2.
Good shot.
Well, and you heard desperate times, desperate measures, down 6, knowing that your opponents have a power play. They took the risk that Jennifer maybe would jam on that stone, but did not. And so a chance for 2
Two's fine.
needed.
Yep.
And in my conversation with Brent last night, he said, you know what, in our eyes, the power play as it's evolved, it's all about defense.
It
The
is.
power play is such a defensive tool, so you can bet the farm. That will be coming up next end for Jones and Laing. But first, this draw here in 5 as Kira Einarson needs to find paint to stay alive in the game and pick up 2.
Yeah, you're
Can't hurt it.
good.
Oh, you're good. Just dust it.
That's my dusting.
That's my dust.
I still love watching the skip sweep. I
Only
just
have
think
an
it's
off and
great.
an on.
Jones Laing leading Einarson Gushu 7-3 here in Calgary. So a 2 on the board in 5 as Gushu Einarson pull within 4, but still an uphill battle as we are underway here in 6. And I have to say, maybe a little surprised there is no power play. I better sell the farm back because I think I just bet the farm, Kathy. So good thing I don't own a farm.
You probably lost it in your first bet.
It would have been, the farm's gone.
Just do it. Line really
So
good.
no power play.
Whoa,
And it is
easy,
Jones
easy.
and Laing with hammer
shot.
up by 4 here in the 6th end.
And I do think that that's because of the end. Maybe they'll save it for 8.
Straight freeze, Jen?
I think so, yeah.
And it has been this team of Jones and Laing that have really controlled the
I liked it.
rush to
I
the
liked it,
center
liked it.
approach
Sliding a little free.
Yep.
Heavy.
Whoa.
and placement of stones and an
We're heavy.
execution.
Close.
No. No. Curl.
You
I
see
don't think you
Carrie
want to.
running into play. There she comes again, concerned about wanting to be in the house and move some
That's
stones
pretty good, Jen.
around. And now running her way back.
Get right to the nose there, Brad.
What's that?
Right to the nose of theirs.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yep. We're shot.
That happened one time too in our
Neither
feature
one
this
of them
morning,
can
I think, with
play.
Sauter and Botcher, where they were at the other end.
Yes.
And there was a tick shot, and if someone was there to sweep behind the tee line, maybe
It
the
would
rock
have gone
goes,
out of play, most likely.
and you
then
replace
goes
it,
back.
but they were at the hack ready to deliver, and I guess you don't blame them. They were trying to save time and bank some time, but that's part of the deal with the mixed doubles.
And the challenge too, Brian, again, like we talked about last end, is you don't know what your opponent's playing. So you don't know the weight they're throwing. When a broom goes down in a team event, you can guess, was it bumper, hack, and whether you need to be ready. But in the absence of having a broom in the house or a player sometimes, you don't know until the rock starts going down that you should be down there.
And nor do we, as I've been caught up here in the booth a few times.
Or at the
Where are
end.
you aiming for that?
What's that?
Where are you aiming?
Just inside edge
Okay, I'm aiming middle.
of the 12. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was trying to get a little high center. So I
Yeah.
think we're thinking the same thing, but I think that rock a couple times
finish
where
this
it's
a
just
bit more?
finished. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing happened down in this end when I was playing those like.
It's hard for them to lie more than one in a good spot. Shouldn't do anything, eh?
Nope.
You're fine.
Good.
Nice peel from Brent.
It's okay to show.
I think we peel again.
Show me your side. Right? Yeah.
You know, it's early in the week, Kathy. We've debated it a few times because we have the time, and it's interesting
Yeah, I think so.
what the best combinations are. I mean, you can take two of the best curlers that you have, but maybe they're both skips. And if you look at the past champions lately, so Jocelyn Peterman, Brett Gallant. Well, Brett used to skip in junior, so did Jocelyn.
So did Jocelyn.
And now they're front-end players. Then Laura Walker, Kirk Myers. Kirk is now a front-end player recently, but Laura skips and skipped in junior. And then before that, Joanne Courtney, Reed Carruthers. It's just interesting to look back and see the combinations.
Yep, go ahead.
It is. I do think there's a real asset to having somebody who is a brusher on your team, not only for strength of brushing, but also the ability to make those judgments from on top of the stone, because that's what they typically do. And it's obviously great to have somebody who's a last rock thrower and very confident with having to throw last.
Straight PLA?
Yeah.
If you throw like Gunner, you might run it and kill every rock, but...
Paging Jason Gudlickson. Sheet A, please.
This is the straight peel again.
Now what?
Huh?
Now it peel again?
I guess, and then just hope they don't make their last one crazy good.
It's close to the same.
Yeah, I don't think it needs any right now.
Yeah.
So the
There,
plan
so
by
mine's
Gushu
similar.
here is to guard,
tight.
A little
Real tight.
deeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
expecting that it will be peeled, and then to play a
Might need a
tap
curl bit, Carrie.
on your final and not set
hold
up
it,
the
Mine's fine.
potential to remove multiple.
Very good.
It's good.
The thing I see is you go here. But I think we peel. She freeze tap. She's got to move this like back to here.
I give the run a go and try and spill some stuff. Hair high. So that all spreads. I mean, they're gonna lie 3.
Just hair high.
And yeah, if I knew I was gonna make it, just throw it right there.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I think we need to be coming in.
But if we chop, and then the nose double never hurts us. The problem is if you peel and they make it perfect, it's here, here, and
giving up
here.
2.
You're giving up 2.
Yeah. Why don't we go here?
And then they still make the same shot and lie. They might still lie 2, but then you have this.
Okay.
I think I give this a run.
Okay. The in turn then, or
No.
the out? I mean the out. Sorry.
Out turn.
Yeah.
So I think they've come to the conclusion of playing the straight back, trying to move some things around. If you're able to at least get rid of that stone, they're concerned about coming around.
Worst case, if I was to dead nose it, everything still spindles except for this one.
Okay.
Listen to Brent. They're concerned if you don't make the draw perfectly, maybe you set something up. They don't mind giving up 1. There's a 4-point
Even if
edge.
he hits it right and doubles off the 2 reds, it'd be pretty good for us as well.
I'd go top 12.
So right now it is shot stone, Einarson, Gushu, right on that home hardware button.
I should be playing the hit. If you go top
Second
12,
shot
should be
belonging
playing
to
the hit.
Jones and Laing.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right.
Wanted the run back, straight peel.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to hit it. I guess if we do happen to this one to stay a little high, then if she doubles, this one's coming into
Coming
this
into
one.
it, yeah, so we need to be like there.
But we need to get that one to probably right there.
Yeah. So I'm thinking just like a back 8 weight.
Back 8, hit 2/3.
Right
Yeah.
here, I think that should be pretty
Yep.
close.
So tap
You want me to
yellow
brush it
to
on,
onto
Sue?
red, move the red back a little bit.
Because the first one I threw in the second end, it didn't quite get there, and that was like a
Okay.
hack.
Yeah, let's give it a chance.
Okay.
So come on the side and then just tap this stone back to here. So any double attempt that is made on these stones
you're
here
gonna
will
need at
actually
least-
jam back on the red.
At least 4 feet more than what you threw on your first one this end.
Okay.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not a bad
Looks like lots,
trophy
but I
haul
think
at
it's
home.
close.
Nope.
Close.
Play the line.
Yep.
Lots of
Yep.
weight.
A lot of talent on this sheet of ice in our feature.
Hard!
Back 8,
Final
back
stone
12.
and 6 for
Whoa.
Gary Einarson trying that quiet tap.
Close. You're really close. No. No, 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 no. Never, never, never.
Curl up. There's the tap. And they had
Good try.
to move it, I think, a little bit more they were looking to.
Great try.
Well, they were trying to make sure they were lying 2, if not 3, and I think they're only lying 1.
Correct.
Don't have a shot.
I know. Just take a look. Make sure they're only one.
That was your job. Yeah, it's not close.
Yeah. Shit.
Ah, it's so close.
So to make it easy, Jen will just throw it away, and they're happy to give up the single. In mixed doubles, if you blank with hammer, you lose hammer, so you don't see that very often.
Yeah.
No blank here. A lot of rocks in play. It will be a steal of 1 as Einarson Gushu staying alive here in Calgary. Well, I was a day late and an end short and I'm out of a farm, but now the power play is in the 7th end, as they will call it, and that team being Jones and Laing. So you see the rocks move out. It is the corner guard. It is the red stone belonging to the team with hammer, which is Jones and Laing. That is touching the 12-foot and the 8-foot with play underway now here in 7. As they lead by 3 with hammer, so using this defensively for the team with the lead.
Trying to make sure that they have access to the 4-foot and to score a couple this end.
Finish a little. Yep, 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 yep.
Nice weight.
Mine's good. Yep. Room. Mine's good. Room. Mine's good.
Slide now.
Yep. Keep it high. Whoa. Whoa.
Stay out there. It's a good shot, Jen.
So 2 behind the corner now for Jones Laing.
You want to throw a second guard or come in?
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah, real good.
Probably a second guard for now.
I'm
I
thinking
think.
go second guard.
Yeah. Where'd you throw yours? Edge?
Edge of 12.
Edge?
So trying to generate something of their own, electing to throw a second guard. Something that for Brent he'll have to contend with because they know that he'll be opening it up when he has an opportunity to do so.
Yep.
I think it's close.
Go. Keep going.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, oh. Good brush.
Nice.
Well done. Lots of separation between those two lined up. Makes the double tough.
Top one or?
Yeah,
tight
I think so. I got a little bit of the back.
Yeah, I agree.
So a little different in mixed doubles. The first 3 stones thrown, that's like the free guard zone. Even if they're in the house, you can't make a play on them.
Nice shot.
So yeah, close games across the Sheets of ice here at Winsport Arena as Peterman and Gallant up on Grandy Jansen, 6'5", the two-time gold medalist in this format. Nancy Martin, who's made a couple of finals, paired up with Tyrell Griffith. Tight one with Negevin and Carruthers. And it is the team of Lauren Wasilki and Shane Connings taking on Bailey and Wade Scoffin. And that's also a one-point game.
T-line, even if it's back four, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just we haven't seen anything get over that far here on the intern, so.
If he doesn't get shot, though, he's in big trouble.
Can you just keep mine high? Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I would think he's going to
Yep.
Wait's close.
Trying to utilize their corner guard, their center guard, rather.
Line Ollie.
Line's good, yep. Stay down.
Gotta go.
Hard. Line's good. Get it to T-line. Hard. T-line. Line's good. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Keep going. A little more, a little more, a little more. Good brushing.
Beauty.
Nice throw, great brush.
Want me to give it a go, or you just peel it? Peel it, make the perfect guard. Like, you can't make it any better than that guard.
No, I know.
It's absolutely perfect. Like,
I think
dead loss.
I think you peel it.
I think so. Make her make the perfect guard, which
Yeah.
she might probably make, but then we could decide to run it, or
Yeah.
if he's any higher than that, I can chase it.
Yeah.
It is the perfect guard. It's tight enough to the house that it's hard to go around and tap it back, and it is directly in front of it. The risk of you trying to run it back is if you miss it, all of a sudden you're creating an opportunity for your opponent. With a three-point edge, you do the straight peel and say to your opponent, make it again. And make it again as good as you did the first time.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah!
This is the audible.
Get that out.
Okay.
So that'll work. The audible was what they talked about doing anyways.
Nice shot. Same weight.
Yeah.
So a little more.
Yeah, a little more. Line's good, though. Wait on weight.
There.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
Weight's really close.
This one might need to curl a bit, Carrie.
Gotta
Yep.
go.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Right till it stops. Hard, hard. Hard is burying. Go, 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 go. Keep going. A little more. A little more. A little more. Good brushing.
Great brushing, great draw, Wade. Brad Gushu, home hardware button buried for shot stone.
You just threw it. Nice.
Good sweeper for a skip.
Yeah, okay.
Good job.
The mix is paying off.
What?
The mix is paying off. What?
I got
Okay.
a millimeter of it.
You don't have very much.
No, I don't like the chase. I think that's the only way we get into any
He's
real.
probably going to try and run this and hit it a hair high and do the
Yeah.
same thing he just did. I think we just lob one in there again and make her draw the button.
Yeah.
Decision.
Yeah.
I'd love to roll where they can't just freeze around the corner. Eh?
Even if they can, I'll have an open hit. So.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I believe last time they wanted to clear the front, he made the run back. This time it's his own stone that he's running back.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah!
Can he do it again? Brent Laing
Roll it!
here in 7, bang it, and just clips it.
go, go,
How
go,
far
go,
will
go,
it go?
Nice shot, Brent.
Jeez, almost
And-
disaster.
Just enough, though. That had to be third shot stone, and it is.
Yep, I agree.
Sorry, Jen.
It's okay.
That one finished a little bit. Pretty good. We'll have a choice here.
Yeah.
I don't hate the chase now. I just hated the chase. The feather tick was what I
No, I
was
agree.
afraid of.
Well, that
Right.
guard
You know
remains.
your weight.
It's the danger of throwing a peel that soft.
So keep in mind this end started with the power play for Jones and Laing, but Can Einarson and Gushu turn things around and try steal something here in 7?
They added.
Did you? Okay.
It's running though. He's got a curl, Brad.
It's going to need to go at some point.
There it goes.
Right now, 2 shot stones belonging to Jones and Laing behind that corner guard.
You're good now. You're good. You got to finish it though. Finish it hard. Go! Hard, Brad. Go! 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 Little more. Go! 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 Go!
And that is nice draw, Wade, from the 2-time Scotties champ. Perfect buried shot stone, top 8.
Good shot. What turn are you throwing, Jen?
I like the out turn right down center.
I do too.
So the run back for 3.
I'm sure they'd be thrilled to just pick that thing out and take their 2. And
this will curl an inch. Mine came up a
but
little
3
bit.
would be the bonus and probably lights out.
Throws it really bad. Right down center, and doubles out those somehow.
Yeah, real close to that.
Carrie, the optimist at all times, glass half full.
Whoa! Whoa!
So a chance to really seal things. Got to make it though. Final stone, the run back. Jennifer Jones. Oh, and she sticks it perfectly. Touch of glass.
Yeah, me too.
3 on the board. Handshakes and a win
It's good.
for Jones and Laing.
Good luck to you guys. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks. You're good. I just
Looked
wanted to
perfect.
jump
That's
in.
why I kind of went down.
Well done. Great shot. Perfect run back.
Into the end. I was rolling out.
And a 6-point victory
So I wasn't too worried about it.
as they look to move up the standings and try and make the Final 4. We'll step aside and come right back to Calgary next. There's a smile from the 6-time Scotties champ as her and Brett Laing looking for their first ever Canadian mixed doubles title. And a great game here as we check the game story, Kathy.
Well, that 5 leaps out on the board for Jennifer and for Brent in the 5th. That really made the difference. And the run back in 7 put the game away. Numbers for Carrie Einarson came up a lot, but was in pretty tough early on in the game. And that was the difference, the first 4.
The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app. So we'll focus our sights now on Sheet C. And that is the battle between Clancy Grandy and Patrick Jansen in their 3rd Canadians together, taking on the 2-time gold medalists in Jocelyn Peterman, Brett Gallant, winners in 2016 and 2019 in a 6-6 tie. And you can see the heat was certainly put on in the later stages by Grandy and Jansen, 3 and 6, a steal in 7. So we're all tied up here in 8 in a 6-6 tie, but it is Peterman Gallant with hammer throwing the red stones right now. Shot stone, though, is that yellow back button.
And it's interesting, that steal last end, that was during a power play called by Gallant and Peterman.
Just hitting, like if you were back buttoning your own, kind of getting to half of it. But
It looked like similar ice that you were taking for your split tee, split center.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would have got close to biting center.
Yeah.
Both Patrick and Clancy in the bubble. We saw Patrick as the alternate for the Brier champs. That was back in Kingston, and then one more time here in Calgary where Brendan Botcher finally won it.
Real tight.
With Patrick as the alternate, and we saw Clancy Grandy as the alternate for the wild card team, Tracy Fleury, skip by Chelsea Carey.
Just sit on this line here.
Sit. Sit.
Okay.
What do you like?
Well, you could peel or you could just out-turn bump and sit shot, and they're not going to have much.
What do you see? You're seeing that?
Sort of.
Okay. So
You
you're trying
okay
to
with
get
that?
to nose of ours?
What's that?
You're trying to get to nose of ours? How hard are you throwing?
Back 4.
Do you like there?
Then also, if it curls,
Yeah.
they're talking about playing the
What?
bump as well. He's got 2 options.
Close here, eh?
Yeah.
And Jansen Grandy have closed off that far right-hand side. So a great shot here by Brett. Be really tough for their opponents to get in for shot.
It's good.
Okay,
Those
clean.
championship titles with Brad Gushu, who we just focused
Back
on.
button.
Oh, clean. Yep,
Weight's good.
yep. Gotta curl a little.
Coming down
Yep,
to the nose.
yep,
Boy,
yep.
that just hooked.
The quiet
Oh, right on.
tap. Oh, what a shot. Shot, Stone, locked right on the button.
How good is that?
Needed that.
Try and plant.
We need to give you room, so I think we try to,
I think we try and plant that.
yeah.
Like plant the 3 on the 5. Try and give ourselves a
I
little bit.
can't, I don't think I can get, I might be able to get the 2 by.
Do you want to use our time here?
Timeout.
Time?
Like I might be able to do this and just sneak it by, but if I miss it, we're hooped.
No, I don't think so. I think the best bet right now is to try and run this onto the 5.
Except we gotta get high on the 5, which means I need to be high on the 3, right? And do we have much to come around?
Well,
Okay.
no, but we have nothing right
Okay.
now, so we have to move it
So-
a little bit at least.
So just out turn, hair low.
Yeah, because the
No.
thing is, playing that doesn't do anything right now. 'cause
Nose,
it's gonna
nose, we
take 2
might get some
shots.
action still.
Nose, I don't mind.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Nose, we might get some action.
Okay. You want your in or your out?
Out turn right on the nose.
Okay.
Should run pretty straight, right?
Yep.
Because of that great shot made by Brett Gallant, the stone that they threw on their last one's in their way. So trying to run this stone straight back, just create some sort of action on that red-yellow combo to open up a shot for Clancy for her last.
Another one of these partnerships where they are partners on the ice and also married, as Clancy and Patrick married, live in Pickering, Ontario. And that's probably not a good sign. And he'll pick the one red stone out, but still shot stone. Peterman Gallant.
Timeout.
And they'll use a timeout.
Bear time.
Babied it a little.
Timeout.
What are you seeing? You just want to go. Is that stupid?
Well, you don't need to come in that deep, do you?
Or are you thinking just tight?
Yeah, you can come in, I guess. Don't really have anything. This is their shot. Boom, boom.
Yeah, so I was
Try to
thinking
lose 'em.
get like half behind to make the angles a bit.
Yeah, can they get shot by playing anything straight on here? Maybe if she knows it hard, so you could also just kill that and then never be worried. I think what you call is good.
Top 4? Top 8, top 4?
Yeah, top 4 is good.
Okay.
You're right.
So want to tuck it a little bit around this corner here, knowing that for the opponents, this is their best shot right now in tapping
You like
these
that, Ice?
stones. So trying to take that away. I don't know that even if this rock wasn't thrown, a hard hit right on the nose would get shot, but the angle off the
Mine's
guards
good.
could.
Probably a little light, but that's okay.
Hold it out there, yep. Yeah, line.
Just
Yep.
bite her.
Where are you?
Bite her.
Yeah, okay. Whoa.
It's okay, she can't do anything there.
Gotta sit. Good.
Actually, probably better than the shot we called.
Well,
Sorry,
that
guys.
definitely took away the run.
Yeah.
There's like the tiniest sliver of air, but it doesn't do us any good. Can you?
I don't think you're ever going to have enough speed to.
Me neither,
Move
but
that.
there's no other shot, so. Can you drag that
this,
enough?
this
No.
is going to drag.
Yeah,
It's probably going to drag too much almost.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think we throw this and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, they looked at the
That
round the
other one
horn
doesn't
coming
come
back
enough,
up.
eh? Off the back?
Clients, I don't think so.
They've looked at playing this one,
think you're
this
catching
one,
the back of
but
this.
it's got to push
Right.
this stone at least a couple of feet up. And I don't even know if you can throw it. I don't mean her in particular, but anybody throw it hard enough to get that kind of trajectory back up to get that redstone off the lid.
Clancy and Patrick 6-3 in Ottawa back in 2015. They were 4-4 in 2014 as well in their third nationals together. It's tough. Without hammer, their final stone. Actually will clip the yellow, and that is game over as Gallant Peterman will not have to throw their final stone.
Close. I've been able to just tick it over.
1 red.
Hard-fought battle as the defending champs able to pull out a victory. The goal is to try and win your pool and get that bye to the playoffs. 7-6 your final in favor of Peterman and Gallant.
Yeah, that's a big win for this team. We saw them come out in their opener and not pull off a W. Really key when only 7 teams will advance directly to the second round, if you will, to get that win right away.
More from the curling bubble when we come back to Calgary after this.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
So another final on the ice as Lauren Wasilki and Shane Connings, a 6-4 victory over Bailey and Wade Scoffin. So the Ontario side with a win there. And also just wrapping up moments ago, the old broom taps as Nancy Martin, Tyrell Griffith, a 7-5 victory. As Nancy Martin, the winningest player at the mixed doubles all time, continues to roll. And this is the game coming up this afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Schmiemann Morris, Laws, and it is a, I guess, reuniting, you could say, John Morris, Caitlin Laws. They won Olympic gold together in mixed doubles, and now they'll go head-to-head at the Canadian Championships in Pool E. You can join us at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN. As we slowly make our push and break it down, 35 teams will then become 4, the Page playoff and a championship team crown next Thursday. A lot of curling to come. Thanks for watching the mixed doubles here on TSN.